One thing that I wish I would have learned early on in my using Logos is tags. It took me a long time before I decided to really investigate tagging my books. But I have to say that tagging your books is very helpful in the long term. Up front, if you have a lot of books and resources, it might feel like a burden that doesn't have much in the way of value. But the reality is tags are very, very helpful. They're helpful for sorting your library. They're helpful in searching. They're helpful when it comes to creating collections and those kinds of things. So I would recommend that you really think about tagging your books, regardless of whether you have a huge library or a small library, whether you've been using Logos for a long time or not. I would recommend you tag your books. And so that's what we're going to do today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag my library down. I'm going to open it up here, and I'm going to make sure that my information pane window is open. One of the things I like to do is up here in this bar, you've got different ways to sort your books. Title, you can see my tags, community tags, type, author, all those kinds of things. I'm going to select my tags because what's going to happen is it's going to show me all my tags, but it's going to show me what books I haven't tagged yet. So I have 149 resources that I have not tagged yet. And actually, I waited a while because I wanted to do a video to show how to go about tagging your books. Now, I'll say this up front. Your tagging system, it should be your tagging system. Now, you can think about the way I tag my books, the phrases or the words that I use, but you really want to make it your own. What are the words, what are the phrases that are going to be most usable for you? So just think about that. Now, if you don't see my tags up here, you can right click on that bar and it'll give you the option to check and have just a bunch of different categories here, and just make sure that my tags are checked. And then you just select my tags, it'll organize them that way, and then here I'm going to open these up. Now, one of the things I like to do is I like to tag my commentaries. That's usually one of the things that I do first. And you can spend just 3 to 5 minutes every day or every other day if you have a lot of books and you don't want to do it all at once. Just spend a couple minutes every day doing a couple tags. Now, the reality is you're going to have to know a little bit about your books, and that means you're going to have to investigate them a little bit. One of the things you can do is just select one of the books, kind of look at it over here on the side. It'll give you some information about it, and that might help you tag your book. Down here is where you're going to add your tags. So let's go through, let's tag some books and see how we're going to go about doing it. Now, these are books that are labeled as Bible commentaries. So I'm going to open one up and just take a quick look at it. Okay, so it's 1st and 2nd Peter and Judah, or Jude. This is by Tom Wright, and I'm looking, it's For Everyone Bible Study Guides. These are not commentaries. These are Bible studies where you can write in information. So I already know right off the bat that I'm going to select more than one of these. So you can do Control and then select each one of these that you want to do. You can highlight the first one, then go down in a group, and then push the Shift button, and then your left click on your mouse, and it'll select all of those. So either way, you select one at a time, you can select a couple, or you can select a whole section of them. And I am going to label these Bible studies. So you can see Bible study is a tag that I have. So that's gotten rid of a few of those already. So then I'm just going to kind of go through and see if I can find anything else that I can tag quickly. Here's another Bible commentary. We see it's the same kind of thing. It's the studies. So I can go through and look. Maybe there'll be some more. Let me just hold on to that one. Here's another one. So I'm going to select that one. Let's move on. Here again. Move on. Let's see. Nope. Yep. Okay. So here's a couple of them that I've highlighted. I used the control button, hold down the control button and selected a couple of these. And I am going to do the Bible study again. Well, let's think about something else. Here's one that's labeled as an atlas. Let me open it up. I'll take a quick glance at it. So an atlas, looks like it's got a timeline here. Okay. So we're going to do this as atlas. But it's also something else. So it's more to it. So I'm going to add timeline as well. So you can add multiple tags to your books. So I'm going to do that. Let's look at a couple more. Let's go through media collection. What's this media collection? Looks like videos or audios here. Yeah. So we'll do this one. Here's another example that I'll show you. So I'm going to do media. And I'm going to do audio because that's exactly what that is. So then you'd go through all of your resources and you just tag all of them. It's important that you do that. Tag your books, and then that way you can filter your library. My tag, Bible study was the one that I showed you there. And let me go to title here. And so here we go. Here's a bunch of books that are all tagged Bible study. They're within that category that I created. Another thing you can do is you can create your collections. And so maybe I'll do this one as Bible study collection. And in the rule, this is where tagging is very helpful for just automating your collections. I'll do my tag, Bible study. And right away, it automatically adds all of those resources that are tagged with Bible study. Now, the great thing is, every time I add a tag, Bible study, it's going to add that book, that resource, to that collection. And then again, you can do your searches. So maybe I'm up here and I want to do my tag, and I want to do Bible study. So I'm going to do search, my tag, Bible study, all text, and then you just type whatever you want to type in there. Love of God. And we'll just see what happens there. And it's going to search through only the books that are tagged with Bible study. So you can search, you can create collections, you can filter your library. There's a lot that you can do with tagging. So I hope this has been helpful. So I want to encourage you to tag your books because it will just make your resources that much more usable, that much more valuable. So I hope this has been helpful.